Google just dropped a model that's gunning for the #1 spot in the AI race again. And in India, two of the most powerful AI CEOs in the world couldn't even bring themselves to hold hands. Drama, benchmarks, and a photo op gone wrong. What's up everyone, welcome to Tech Pulse, your weekly breakdown of everything moving fast in the world of tech. I'm Manas, and this week, we've got a banger. Alright, let's start with the big tech drop of the week. Google has officially launched Gemini 3.1 Pro, and the AI world is paying attention. Now, for some context, back in November 2025, Google dropped Gemini 3, which briefly grabbed the top spot as the most capable AI model in the world. Keyword: briefly. Within weeks, OpenAI and Anthropic pushed out updates and knocked Google back down the leaderboard. Classic AI race stuff. But now, Google's back with Gemini 3.1 Pro, and they're not playing around. Here's the headline on Arc AGI 2, one of the toughest benchmarks out there, designed specifically to test whether an AI can solve genuinely new logic problems. Gemini 3.1 scored 77.1%. That's more than double the score of its predecessor, Gemini 3 Pro. And it doesn't stop there. On GPQA Diamond, which tests scientific and graduate level reasoning, the model hit 94.3%. Coding benchmarks, it's sitting at an ELO of 2887 on Live Codebench Pro. These are top of the pack numbers, and third-party evaluator Artificial Analysis is already calling it the most powerful AI model in the world right now. So what can you actually do with it? Google's pitching this as the model for tasks where a simple answer just doesn't cut it. Think deep scientific research, multi-step engineering problems, synthesizing massive amounts of data. Now, here's the part that's really turning heads in the developer community. The pricing hasn't changed. It's still $2 per million input tokens, same as Gemini 3 Pro. So you're getting a massive intelligence upgrade at zero extra cost. That's a bold move by Google, and it sends a clear message to OpenAI and Anthropic. The AI crown is back in Mountain View, for now. But as we know in this industry, things change fast. Alright, now let's shift gears, because while Google was making moves in the lab, something else was happening on a stage in New Delhi that the entire tech world is still talking about. On February 19th, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi hosted the India AI Impact Summit in New Delhi, a major global event bringing together the biggest names in AI and politics to talk about building more inclusive, multilingual AI for the world. Modi got all tech leaders up on stage, and I mean everyone. It was a full house. And PM Modi, going for the big unity movement, grabbed the hands of the leaders on either side of him and beckoned everyone to lift their joint hands in the air like a curtain call at the end of a Broadway show. And everyone did, except two people, Sam Altman and Dario Amodei, who just happened to be standing right next to each other, refused to clasp hands. While every other leader linked up, these two awkwardly avoided all contact and instead just raised their fists separately in the air. So what did Sam Altman have to say? In a video with Indian media outlet Money Control, he said, and I'm quoting here, that he was confused and wasn't sure what they were supposed to be doing when PM Modi grabbed his hand. Anthropic declined to comment entirely. Now, was it deliberate, awkward miscommunication, or a little bit of both? You can be the judge. But here's what we do know. The tension between these two is very, very real. Dario was actually Sam's VP of Research at OpenAI. He was there for GPT-2 and 3. He even co-invented RLHF, the technique that makes modern AI assistants work. But he left in 2021, citing concerns about OpenAI's direction, specifically around safety, and founded Anthropic. Since then, the rivalry has only grown, and it boiled over a few weeks before when Anthropic ran a 4-ad Super Bowl campaign with spots that opened with words like betrayal, deception, treachery, and violation. The ads took a direct swipe at OpenAI's decision to introduce ads into ChatGPT. Altman fired back, calling the campaign clearly dishonest and authoritarian. So yeah, that handshake that never happened wasn't just awkward, it was a symbol, one viral moment that captured the full intensity of the battle for AI dominance playing out right now. So that's your week in Tech Pulse. Google's back at the top of the leaderboard with Gemini 3.1 Pro, doubling down on reasoning and keeping prices flat. A direct shot across the bow at OpenAI and Anthropic. And speaking of those two, the drama is very much alive, on stage and off. The AI race in 2026 isn't just about who builds the smartest models. It's about rivalries, narratives, and yes, sometimes photo ops that go completely off script. If you enjoyed that video, smash that like button, subscribe so you never miss a drop, and let me know in the comments, do you think Sam and Dario will ever shake hands? I genuinely want to know. I'll see you next week.